Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh, there is champagne.
This beats Chef Joe's cooking any day. You guys want a mimosa?
Yes.
Congratulations, guys.
Thanks.
Hell of a job so far. To the final 3. There we go. Even though the past 12 or so hours have been pretty rough, no matter how this game shakes out, I'll be happy with the result because I'm sitting with some great people who deserve everything that's coming to them. Cheers to us in the final 3.
Here's the final 3. Quack.
Congrats, guys. As the Quack Pack, we've made it so far and played this game so long together. But even before that, Danielle and I were together since day 1. I was her coach. And you know, I picked her because I thought I saw a lot in her.
When Julie said, do you remember this, Ian? I looked straight at you when Julie said coaches are coming back. I said Dan's coming back. And of course, who's the first person that blasted the door?
You know, one of the things that's always helped me in this house is the fact that I have my Bible. And, you know, I don't take Mike Boogie for a very religious or spiritual guy, but when I caught him reading the Bible, that's about as shocked as I've ever been in this house.
You know what's weird, Dan?
What's up?
There is, some of the book is like kind of easy to read, and then some of it's really difficult.
It's Old and New Testament.
Oh, did I cross over or something? Is that kind of blasphemous when you're looking for something in the Bible to say, I don't know where the hell this is? Just kidding.
All right.
Just kidding. Okay, here we go. The proper attitude toward riches. The lover of gold will not be free from sin, for he who pursues wealth is led astray by it. Do you know this part, Dan?
The Big Brother house will do strange things to a lot of people, including Mike Boogie reading the Bible. I never thought in my entire life I would see Mike Boogie read anything, let alone the most holy book in the entire world.
I think what the Lord is trying to tell you here, Dan, is why don't you just give up this game and not pursue things like $500,000?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Boogie has just read from the Bible, and hell has frozen over. Remember when Brittany was on the block and she had to let off some steam? She was throwing stuff around the house.
Turn his mother down.
Don't throw that either. Don't. There's not much in there, Brett. It's my good luck oatmeal. Erroneous. Don't do that.
That one felt good.
I definitely think the pressure of being on the block is getting to Brittany, and I can't wait for her to crack because I'm gonna have a front row seat to it.
Oh, Brett.
You okay?
That was 1 for Ted. Oh, I do feel better.
Yeah.
Thanks, honey.
One thing that definitely happened this summer that we can't ignore is that there was some romance in the house.
Is there a hole in your heart that just can only be filled with Shane?
Oh yeah, I miss Shane a lot. It's way harder with him gone than I ever thought it would be.
Do you miss him?
I miss him because he never wronged me.
I think we all know the importance of this living room. Julie's dropped some major bombshells and twists on us in this room. Not to mention, this is where we decide people's fate. You know, we've sent people out of here that knew it was coming and people that didn't know it was coming. You know, and there's been a lot of emotion in this room and there's a lot of epic events that went down, and the winner is gonna be crowned in this room.
Speaking of memories we'll never forget, Dan, I remember when I was sitting right there and you decided to host your own funeral and compliment every other person except me.
Yeah, about that funeral.
I mean, watching that funeral, not gonna lie, awkward party of 8, but man, it worked.
The funeral isn't a fond memory of mine. I don't appreciate the way you went at me or what you said in front of the whole house.
Of course, I do regret the bad things I said to you, but at the same time, I also feel fortunate that I was able to rise from the dead so I could sit here and share this memory with both of you today.
Only one Quack Packer can win, so hopefully this next week is a good one for us, and ultimately may the best duck win.
Yeah, cheers to that. What the heck? I walk in the backyard, and I see a pond and fish hooks. It reminds me of home, except at home there's not a huge wall that I think I'm about to be slammed into. I think this is gonna be a long night. Right before Shane was evicted, I made a deal with Ian and said, look, Ian, if you want to stick around in this game, you're gonna have to do something for me. You're gonna have to drop from this first part of this final HOH.
Yes. We're going to the end.
my way out the door, and Dan here is including me in his plans. I'm extremely willing to go along with what he says, because if he manages to keep me here, I kinda owe him one.
I got one shot. We're gonna see what happens.
Right after that, I told Danielle that I made a deal with Ian and that he was gonna drop from the first part of the HOH.
Do you think I would do something that when I'm planning every step along the way to make sure you and I get there? You walk 10 minutes east now. And then, hopefully you start to see exactly how the hell I'm trying to get us.
I'm telling Danielle about this deal with Ian because I want trust to be built. So when I ask her to drop from this HOH competition, she's still gonna trust me. She's gonna drop and hand me the first part of this HOH. The worst part about this competition is the rain because it's freezing, not to mention it's lightning.
Man, we better not get struck by lightning.
I can't do this much more.
Big Dipper. Ian, think I get like 4 quick minutes with Danielle?
Yeah.
You care?
Go
Thanks,
for
man.
it.
Here, call him, Emma. Only chance for us to be me and you in the third game is just you dropping.
I've got to be very careful on how I approach Danielle because I'd send her showman Shane home, and I've kind of got to make her think it's her idea to drop. I can't push her into dropping. I've got to convince her into doing so.
Honestly, do you think you have a better chance in the third round than I do?
To win, yeah. If I'm against him in the third round, I'll win. Second round, I'm not going to the third round. It's been proven this entire season. I can't win puzzles.
You're asking me to throw my game. Do you know why I'm scared? Your antics, Dan.
Did he drop it?
Yeah, but
I don't know what else I have to do to pave a golden path for us to go to the final.
you drive me crazy.
That's how I play the game. You really want to get rained on again?
I just won this first round of the final HOH because I convinced not one, but 2 people into dumping their chances of winning $500,000, all for me.
Good job. Really fought hard.
I know I can beat him. It's just the scary part if I don't.
Right now, I want to take Danielle to the final 2, which means I've got to come up with some sort of contingency plan in the event that she doesn't win round 2 of the final HOH.
If he wins, I'm gonna high-five him in front of you and yell, "We did it!" And you need to say, "Dan, why are you so happy he's taking me to the end?" You've got to make him feel like if he cuts you, there's no way you'll vote for him.
To make him think that I can take the jury, you know?
You'll be sitting next to everyone else. You can do whatever you want. Like, say, you're gonna tell Shane not to vote for him.
Oh, I'll be screaming. I'll make a show of it for sure, and I'll make it believable.
If Ian thinks that Danielle will taint the jury if he cuts her, he might not want to cut her. Ian's not going to want blood on his hands, and he's not going to want to send Danielle to the jury if she's pissed off, which gives me an opportunity to talk him into throwing the third and final part of the HOH to me.
It'll be awkward in the house after I do it.
That's what I want to do.
You'll be the most deadliest player to never play this game.
Congratulations, Ian. You won the 6 minutes and 4 seconds. Did it, just 50 grand.
kill you.
Dan, what was that all about?
What?
Why were you just celebrating?
I don't know.
I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, you do. Dan,
What?
if you seriously think that Ian's taking you to the final two, you're crazy. Because I know he's taking me.
Why would you think he's taking you?
Because he said that it's not true. He said, yeah.
Yes, I am planning it. Just knock it off.
What are you talking
Pissed
about?
at you for saying 50,000. I'm not.
Did you make
guys-
a deal with him?
No, I don't.
Ian,
Stop
I
it.
swear on my life,
Stop
if
it.
you take him to the final two, I will taint the jury, I will not vote for you, I will have Shane, and I'll tell Ashley everything that has come out of your mouth.
I didn't say anything bad about Shane.
No, but I will make sure Shane doesn't vote for you if you take somebody like that.
My feelings are hurt. She's gonna thank the jury and tell all them not to vote for me. I think you just won yourself $500,000 for that.
I told you. Cut her, I don't care. She's being a baby.
The flight actually worked. Ian's afraid that Danielle is gonna taint the jury.
I wish you wouldn't have done that in front of her.
Sorry, dude.
All I have to do now is convince Ian to throw the third and final part of the HOH to me, which means I still can stab him in the back.
So if you win and you vote her out, then she's gonna do that.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna throw it. I'm risk averse. You need to behave yourself though, because I can't be dealing with that kind of.